Hello everyone, it's Monica, also known as Sleeved After 60, and it's Friday, February 10th, and I'm coming to you just for an update, really short, brief, and then separately I'm going to do two videos regarding my giveaway because there were so many questions. So I'm going to do one that I'm going to answer some questions that you had about beauty and sort of my beauty ritual. And then the other one is going to be about some questions that you have so that, people can get their questions answered. So I am succumbing to pressure. First of all, it's been a while. There's a lot going on. I've been sick. My nose is all red. Oh, look at that. It's awful. And I just want to thank so many of you reached out and sent me messages. And, it's always easier to, now that I know how to use Instagram, to go on Instagram or even Facebook, which is not my favorite, and I'm trying to seriously cancel. Bad things are said that I'm not happy with Facebook, and there's too much stuff. And anyway, but it's a lot easier, when you just don't feel like it, to be able to do that quick and say hello than to do videos. So I'm glad that I was able to keep up with some of you. But I'm succumbing to a pressure, and I'm going to do a sort of update on stats and, some of the things that I know. There's some of you, and I understand that that's not my thing, but it's not a judgment call. It's just trying to keep up with my subscribers that are, I'm like at 160 subscribers. Who would have known? I remember when I said, my mother still doesn't have a subscription, but, I was shocked that there were 30 people that wanted to know what I had to say. So here's what I'm going to say. I'll be 64 in May. I'm pre-op. Everything is done, including the insurance, having approved it. Insurance. My surgery date is March 14th. As a matter of fact, I'm going to do all the, the anesthesia appointment and everything. Everything has been done, but I'm going for that surgery on February 27th, which is kind of 2 weeks away. So it's 4 weeks and counting. I'm having a VSG. So, and as many of you know who have been, with me from all the crazy times in the beginning, November, whatever, that GERD is my comorbidity and sleep apnea. And so that was a huge thing, and that I really didn't want to have the RNY, and which there's nothing wrong with the RNY, but I personally didn't want to, for a couple of reasons that we can talk about that in a later date. And the specialist that I went to didn't think that would have been a good fit for me because of longevity in my family and because of the fact that I don't need to lose as much weight. But hopefully the weight that I will lose will make a difference with the GERD and with the sleep apnea. So, having said that, again, it's just what my doctor believes, and that's just a decision that has been made for me. Your mileage may vary. So, I am, after all kinds of testing, the decision was made that I am a good candidate for VSG, that the issue that I have will most likely be helped with VSG. So the highest ever I don't know about the highest ever recorded, because I think that there might be a higher than 240, but I have been 240 in the last decade. And actually not even the last decade, probably in maybe 2015. That's usually when my body starts to fall apart, is if I ever reach 215. And if I ever when my body reaches 240, my body really falls apart. That's kind of my breaking point, and I know that a lot of us have sort of that weight when we say, whoa, when your body really has issues. And if you don't, especially when you're young, you may not, but when you get older, I think that sometimes, your body isn't as forgiving. For mine, in the last decade, when on the last 2 decades, when my body sort of gets to when my body gets to 240, my body starts to have some serious problems. So in 2015, I reached 240 one summer, and I was able to take weight off with Weight Watchers. I got down to 215. So January of 2016, so it would have been a year ago, I got down there, and did well, and then it sort of crept up some. And then by April, that's when I went to my primary doctor and said, okay, I need to lose weight. So, as I have mentioned, the bariatric group at the University of Minnesota that I am involved with, they don't do a pre-surgery diet. Sorry about all that. Oh, this is wonderful. These people are trying to get a hold of me, or just doing videos because it's Friday afternoon, downloading. The bariatric clinic does not do a pre-surgery diet. But their thing is that when they take you on as a patient, they tell you how much weight they want you to lose in order to do the whole, shrinking of your liver. For me, and I don't know how they come up with that. For me, the day that I went to them, I was 224, and they told me I needed to lose 10 pounds. So I started at 224, and that was on November 2nd of this year. So I went from the other place that I was going, from the hospital, from the county hospital, to the university at 224. And then on 12/28, so it was just a few weeks ago, 6 weeks ago, that they also, part of their protocol is that because different people have different weight to lose, I'm already at almost 8 minutes, they send you to their weight loss program, not the bariatric surgery, but just a weight loss program. And if you need help, they will help you lose weight with medication, which of course your insurance doesn't cover. And I chose to do that so that it would help me, because I didn't want, after so many months and so much paperwork and crazy, stuff, criteria, I didn't want to get to the point where I did everything they asked me and then I wouldn't have, that I didn't lose the 10 pounds. So I did go, and I think it's QSYMIA. I think it's called Qsymia, and it's the Fenterol of the Fen and Topamax together. And unfortunately, your insurance doesn't pay for it. It's $220 a month. And I'm on my second month, and I've lost. So I lost, by the time 12/28 came around, I had already lost 10 pounds, but I still went on the medication because the more I lose, the better it is for the time of surgery. So I lost an extra 10 pounds. So I weigh myself on Fridays. As of today, I'm down to 204, and I've got another 4 weeks to go. I would really, if at all possible, I would like to be in, I know it's Wonderland, but I always thought it was Wonderland, not because of course with my age and everything else, the lower I can get, the better, because the better it is. So that's where I am. I have a date. Right now I'm healthy, but of course I have to wear my CPAP, and which I hate, because some of this thing of where I continue to have all these colds, I think that maybe it might be some kind of reaction that I'm having to the mask, which we can't find anything that doesn't do that, and it makes me have, okay. Anyway, that's the update. So I'm hoping that that all of you are doing okay. There's a lot more to say that, there'll be another time. I know that some of you are struggling. I hear it. And as far as my eating disorder, right now I'm not having issues. I'm trying really, really, really hard to just concentrate on 3 meals, on not putting too much value into the number. And that's why when I say, oh, I'd love to get under 200 for the surgery, I have to struggle with that because and that's why also I decided to go and get medication, because I know that in the past, whether it be a good thing or a bad thing, whether it be, something social that I needed to go to, so even happy news, whether it would be that I was going on a trip, some place that I needed to get dressed up for, or I have a lot of war stories. If I did something where my weight, where I made a goal for myself, a weight goal, or I wanted to fit into a dress, or I had someplace to go, or something to that effect, it would almost certainly lead to a binge. So either I peak too early, or something really bad would happen. And by bad, I mean I would end up binging. And so it would be totally out of control. So I'm trying really, really hard there are other things going on in my life also, a lot of good stuff, just like all of our lives, and some stressful stuff, just like all of our lives. And I try really, really hard to divorce it from my weight, from what I look like, from what my size is, because if not, it's a very slippery slope. And as I'm sure a lot of you are feeling, because, once the first of the year is over, and if some of you made some, resolution or diet goals or whatever, that when the pressure hits, that it gets so difficult. And if you don't hit it, or if you hit it and then it's over, that it's really difficult. So I'm trying to really divorce that whole thing of, I want to be here, or, so I tried to almost go the other way. And if I have something really important or special that I have to dress for, to just buy something that's a little looser, so there won't be that temptation. Because I know that for me personally, that those gold dresses, or incentive, that for me it's an incentive to just go into that dark corner. So good luck to all of you. Have a great week. A safe weekend. We're going to have 42 degrees. It was just 8 degrees a few days ago, and I think maybe Wednesday or something, I had to walk in uptown Minneapolis, and it was so cold I thought my legs were going to snap. But good luck to all of you. Have a great week. Kindness and grace, kindness and grace, kindness and grace. And the other thing is, Valentine's Day is coming. Be realistic. Ask for what you want. Ask if you're in a relationship. Be really careful about making sure that you let somebody know what your wishes are, and not that somebody's going to read your mind, because sometimes people don't know that it's a test. That's why they don't pass it. So make sure that you let your loved one knows what your wishes are, so that both of you will get the love that you need. So, besos.